Wanted to start a new conversation. I don't know where I was in the past, but going forward, I wanted to talk about just society in general and not so much all of the specifics of what the problems are, but more of the result of some of those problems. Then I want to talk about what are we going to do about it? How do we address that? What are the solutions? What are the real solutions to the real problems that we're facing? So I think it's obvious that we're in a broken society and we have a lot of it seems like humanity overall is just lessening and declining. It's not a beautiful place. It's the world is there is a lot of beauty in the world, but people are not beautiful to each other. And it's just we're facing a lot of challenges, and I think most people are not satisfied with where they're at. I think there's a general dissatisfaction, and it's just we're not thriving as humanity. There are people on an individual basis, but I'm just saying overall, there's a lot of hurt in the world. There's a lot of brokenness. And if we don't really get honest in looking at this and talking about it, how are we ever going to fix it? We can't just hope to vote for someone to come fix it. We can't just hope for the church to fix it. Church isn't getting it done. It's up to individuals. Society is made up of individuals, and it's going to be an individual grassroots effort that fixes it. It's not going to be some kind of top down. It has to be bottom up. A lot of people are struggling financially. They're broke. They're not making ends meet. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, as far as they understand it, and it's just not working. I mean, it's working for a select few on the very top, but they're not good people. They're not doing good for humanity. They don't care. They're not helping us. They like it the way it is. The way things are is the way that they've been made to be, the way they've been directed and designed to be. A result, I would say, these days of all this technology, of all these devices, and just in general, it's just lonely. People are lonely. They have a loneliness that they may not even be able to define. It's sad, and it's not really the way it should be. I think most people would agree that there needs to be a change for the better, and we're not really going that way. And this loneliness, it leads to this hopeless feeling. It's not a condemnation. It's kind of a natural response to being human in this modern environment. This loneliness, this epidemic of loneliness and hopelessness is you don't know what to do. You're doing everything that you think you're supposed to do, and you can't get anywhere. You're going backwards, and it's futile, and it's depressing, and it's aggravating. It makes you angry and sad, making a sick disease is coming in just from all of these factors. Stress being one of the most disease causing things is just stress. It should not be this hard to survive. It's a real struggle. Yes, life is about survival, and there is always things to are always things to overcome. So I could go on and on. We are sick. We have issues. We need to cure ourselves. We need to find answers, real solutions that work. You have to define the problems first, and before you can begin to address them. I hope to have that conversation. It's a long conversation in a lot of aspects of society to look at, and a lot of problems to define, and a lot of solutions to discover, to contemplate, and to build solutions. They're not easy solutions because the problems have been a long time coming. The solutions are going to have to be started and worked on and focused, discussed. We have to be smart about it, but we can do better. We can start to address these problems. And the solutions are going to be based on a physical reality of, of humans coming together. Anything less than that, you're not going to find it virtually on your little device, your little trading card friends, and your little easy come, easy go, and people that you'll never know in real life, and everybody's faking it. There's no reality. There's no truth to it, or very little. I'm not judging everybody. It's just it's not the human condition, and the way that we're living is a new way of life with this technology. This is not the way that we came up. Now the younger generations have always had the technology. Gen X, which I am, we saw the stuff. We saw life before and after, during the transition of technology. And we have a unique perspective. The people before us had even less of this technology, but this is the way we're doing it is not working. We have to be honest about that. So this physical aspect to humanity, we need to be back together again, and it needs to be more than just passing convenient relationships. When you work, you go to church, you go to school, you see people, and you come and go, but nobody's connecting. In this younger generation, they're lacking social skills. They sit in a room and scroll instead of sit in a room and talk or go. From what I've seen, it's changed a lot, and we need to go back to the more natural born human with a little less technology and a little more real human connection. And we need to foster things that are missing so much. Kindness, this human decency, this politeness and kindness and concern and courtesy. Driving down the road, people just driving with their brights on, and didn't always used to be like that. People don't care that they're blinding the guy coming. It's just total disregard for the human coming towards you. It's just a very small thing. It's a very irritating thing for me. But it's like, why do we just have such disregard? Where is the kindness and the courtesy? We need to foster the cooperation of local living together, sharing and helping, building relationship, building trust, being loyal to one another, and being around for more than just in passing of convenience. We need to be mindfully building real world, local relationships. And then we can have healing to a lot of these other problems that we're facing. So in these coming videos, I just want to discuss the problems and the solutions, but it's all based on this idea of local human connection. It's like we need villages again. We need tribal life. I know that this brings up a lot of different images, but let's talk about that and look at that. We really have to get together locally. We need to stay local. We need to keep families together and have extended family of a community that actually cares and loves you and concerned, continual, not some fake romantic. I'm talking real love where you're there, you show up. People aren't even showing up as family. We have to start with the family, and we have to move into the community. And if we can't rebuild our families, we need to get new ones. Like me, a black sheep of both sides of the family, everybody, whatever. We need to rebuild new families, people that we have enough in common with that it sticks. And we're purposeful in designing, and it's such a big discussion. I would like to have it with you. I'm not trying to tell you or judge you. I just want to have the discussion and see what the solutions are. I've been working on this stuff for a long time, over a decade. I've had experience, and I'm willing to share it. I'm always trying to learn, always trying to improve. I'm willing to talk, communicate. That's the thing that we're really missing is meaningful communication and understanding. You can't have a relationship without communication. And you have to, I know that we're using this electronic medium right now, but what really is going to matter is when you come over to my house, we sit down and talk about this, hammer stuff out, figure out how can we actually come together in a real way to make a meaningful difference. Because this fractured, scattered, transient society with a different set of values that is against what the solutions are. The way we are going is not working. It's not going to work. We need to be honest about that. We need to look at it. We need to figure out what's really going to work. I have a lot of thoughts on that, and a lot of other people have a lot of thoughts. Why don't we come together and figure this out? Talk about it. How long have I been going here? 11 minutes. So I'm going to have a lot of videos coming up because I'm very passionate about this. I've been silent on this, and I've been trying to find a way to focus and direct this energy and get the work done. So, hey, if this resonates with you, get in touch with me. Let's talk, or just stay tuned. I'll tell you what I think. I'll give you my thoughts if this is at all interesting. Stick around. So, a tagline from the past is just be the light walking in dark places. That means to show up, do what's right, and put it to the ground. Don't just sit there and talk about it. Walk it out. Live it where you're at. Be the light walking in dark places. Because we need it, man. Anyway, thank you for listening and considering. And this is Wiggle Out.